Kevin Love took a little shot at Angel Reese.
The sports world is currently buzzing, not from a game-winning buzzer beater, but from a few carefully chosen words dropped by NBA veteran Kevin Love. It wasn't a fiery rant or a scathing critique, but a seemingly innocuous comment that detonated like a truth bomb across the internet. Love simply stated he was taking the under on Angel Reese's ambitious career aspirations, and the reaction was immediate and volcanic. Fans erupted, accusations flew, and the whole situation quickly spiraled into a heated debate. But amidst the outrage and online skirmishes, a crucial question is being overlooked. When was the last time someone offered you genuine, unvarnished feedback about your goals? Not just the comforting platitudes you crave, but the bracing dose of reality you might actually require. This controversy isn't just about basketball, it's about the often uncomfortable truths surrounding success and the value of honest assessment. A lesson many are missing while they're busy targeting a seasoned champion for daring to speak plainly. Prepare to have your perspective shifted as we unpack this revealing situation.
I'm going to be a basketball player, model, influencer, businesswoman, fashion girly, podcaster, unapologetic, take care of my family, friends.
To understand the controversy, we must first examine the ambition that ignited it. Angel Reese, fresh off her LSU stardom and now navigating the demanding landscape of the WNBA, recently unveiled a vision for her future that can only be described as breathtakingly expansive. It wasn't a simple statement of career goals, it was a comprehensive life blueprint, a declaration of intent to conquer not just basketball, but seemingly every sphere of influence imaginable. Her pronouncements, shared across social media, detailed aspirations far beyond the court. Model, influencer, businesswoman, fashion icon, podcaster, advocate, and family matriarch, all rolled into one. She envisioned building a multifaceted empire, seamlessly transitioning between industries while maintaining peak performance in each. Crucially, she asserted her intention to not just participate, but to excel in all these ventures simultaneously, culminating in billionaire status. While aspiration is admirable, the sheer scale and scope of Reese's plan raised eyebrows, prompting many to question the feasibility of such all-encompassing ambition. It was a declaration of wanting to have it all, a sentiment that, while resonating with many, also sparked debate about the realities of focus and achievement.
The star forward from LSU has made it clear she wants to leave an incredible legacy behind. Quote, I'm going to be a basketball model, influencer, businesswoman, fashion girly, podcaster, unapologetic, take my friends and family, or my family and friends, set records, create history, be the first, set trends, win at everything in life, Reese wrote. My goal in life is to be a billionaire, and I will, without a doubt.
Into this whirlwind of aspiration stepped Kevin Love, a voice of seasoned experience and pragmatic perspective. Known for his thoughtful commentary and direct communication, Love responded to Reese's grand pronouncements with a concise yet loaded phrase, I'm going to take the under. For those unfamiliar with betting parlance, taking the under signifies a wager against a particular outcome. In this context, Love was, in essence, betting against Angel Reese achieving the entirety of her extraordinarily diverse goals. This wasn't a random jab, it was a calculated assessment delivered by someone who understands the rigorous demands of professional sports and high-level achievement. To fully appreciate the weight of Love's statement, consider his credentials. He's not just any commentator, he's a 15-year NBA veteran, a former All-Star who once averaged near MVP caliber statistics, and a champion who has navigated the pressures of elite competition for over a decade. His words carry the authority of experience, the gravity of someone who has witnessed firsthand the sacrifices and singular focus required to reach the pinnacle of success. Taking the under wasn't just a bet, it was a carefully considered reality check delivered by a credible voice.
That was the post right here to all of this she was talking about. Kevin Love says, I'm going to go ahead and take the under. I mean, that's funny. That is dry humor. That's hilarious. Oh my God. Her fans are losing their little ever-loving minds, their little pea-picking minds.
The reaction to Love's comment was swift and overwhelmingly negative, particularly from Angel Reese's dedicated fanbase. Instead of engaging with the substance of his point, many supporters launched into personal attacks, mischaracterizations, and accusations. The backlash ranged from labeling Love as simply weird for offering any opinion at all, to far more serious charges of jealousy, negativity, and even racial bias. Social media platforms became battlegrounds, flooded with comments decrying Love's statement as unwarranted, hateful, and indicative of a broader trend of undermining successful black women. Some critics even bizarrely weaponized Love's well-documented advocacy for mental health, suggesting it somehow invalidated his perspective on professional ambition. The intensity of the response often overshadowed the original comment itself, with emotional reactions eclipsing any attempt at reasoned discussion. Instead of considering the potential validity of Love's point about focus and prioritization, many fans opted for immediate defense and condemnation, highlighting a tendency to prioritize unwavering support over critical evaluation. The online furor demonstrated a powerful protective instinct towards Reese, but also a concerning reluctance to engage with potentially valuable, albeit critical, feedback.
Minds. You're losing your minds. Bless your little old stinking hearts. I mean, they're out of control. Look at this. Kevin Love is so weird. Hating Angel Reese is a trend. People see engagement it brings, so they hop on the bandwagon. Well, that's certainly why I'm here.
Beneath the controversial soundbite, Kevin Love's comment conveyed a deeper, more nuanced message about the nature of achievement. It wasn't a personal attack on Angel Reese, nor was it a dismissal of her potential. Instead, it was a commentary on a fundamental principle of success applicable across all fields. True mastery demands concentrated effort and dedicated focus. Love's point, often missed in the ensuing uproar, was that spreading one's energies across a multitude of demanding endeavors inevitably dilutes the potential for excellence in any single area. His experience in the NBA, a league demanding relentless dedication and specialization, informs this perspective. He understands the countless hours of practice, the unwavering commitment to skill development, and the mental fortitude required to compete at the highest level. Love's underbet, therefore, was not a prediction of failure for Angel Reese, but rather a pragmatic observation about the inherent challenges of pursuing multifaceted, equally prioritized ambitions. He was implicitly advocating for strategic focus, suggesting that concentrating on mastering her basketball craft first might ultimately pave the way for greater and more sustainable success across all her aspirations. The core message was about prioritization and the reality that even extraordinary talent requires concentrated application to truly flourish.
Yet these people are like, look, make no mistake. Angel Reese better pray to the lords and gods she has a career as good as Kevin Love. I mean, let's not have the Kevin Love slant. We're not going to have that slander in here.
The Kevin Love controversy gains further clarity when contrasted with the approach of another NBA icon, Shaquille O'Neal. While Love offered a dose of grounded realism, Shaq, in stark contrast, showered Angel Reese with effusive, almost hyperbolic praise, declaring her the GOAT of LSU basketball. This pronouncement, while undoubtedly intended as encouragement, raises questions about its helpfulness, particularly given Reese's current stage of professional development. To bestow the title of greatest of all time upon a player still navigating the fundamentals of the WNBA, especially one whose shooting percentages indicate areas needing significant improvement, risks creating a distorted sense of accomplishment. Shouldn't figures of Shaq's stature, respected elder statesmen of the sport, be offering more measured guidance, perhaps emphasizing the importance of foundational skills and consistent performance over premature accolades? While positive reinforcement has its place, excessive and potentially unwarranted praise can create a bubble effect, shielding athletes from the critical feedback necessary for genuine growth. The stark divergence between Love's reality check and Shaq's unrestrained adulation highlights the spectrum of approaches to athlete mentorship and the potentially detrimental consequences of prioritizing feel-good pronouncements over honest assessment.
Angel Reese said something that's commonplace among women of her generation and pretty much all generations. It's this, oh, I just want to have it all mentality.
A critical, often overlooked aspect of athlete development is the quality of feedback they receive. Sports psychologists and coaches consistently emphasize the vital role of constructive criticism in driving improvement and fostering resilience. However, young athletes, particularly those experiencing rapid fame and public adulation, can become surrounded by yes people individuals who prioritize agreement and praise over honest evaluation. This creates an echo chamber effect where critical feedback is filtered out and athletes are shielded from the very insights needed to refine their skills and address weaknesses. In Angel Reese's case, the outpouring of largely uncritical support, while well-intentioned, risks reinforcing a comfort zone that could hinder her progress. If surrounded only by voices telling her she's already exceptional, where is the impetus to push harder, to confront her shortcomings, and to relentlessly pursue improvement? The absence of honest feedback, particularly in areas requiring technical refinement, can inadvertently stunt development, preventing athletes from reaching their full potential. The challenge lies in cultivating an environment where athletes are receptive to constructive criticism, understanding that it stems not from negativity, but from a genuine desire to see them excel.
And unlike Shaq and all these guys that genuflect in front of Angel Reese and make sure they tell her what you want to, a woman that can't make a layup, Shaq was calling the GOAT of LSU basketball.
The have-it-all mentality, so prevalent in contemporary culture and amplified by social media, presents a particularly potent challenge to young athletes. Social media platforms often curate a highly selective and idealized portrayal of reality, showcasing seemingly effortless juggling of multiple careers, businesses, and personal pursuits. This curated illusion can create a distorted perception, particularly for young individuals aspiring to similar multifaceted success. What social media rarely reveals are the hidden compromises, the grueling sacrifices, and the intense prioritization that underpin any semblance of having it all. Behind every seemingly seamless multi-hyphenate career are countless hours of dedicated work, strategic choices about where to allocate limited time and energy, and often significant trade-offs in personal life. The social media mirage can lead to unrealistic expectations, fostering the belief that simultaneous excellence across multiple domains is not only achievable, but also effortless. This misconception can be particularly detrimental to young athletes who may underestimate the singular focus and unwavering commitment required to master their primary craft before branching out into other ventures. The curated perfection often presented online obscures the messy reality of hard work, dedication, and the inevitable trade-offs inherent in pursuing ambitious goals.
Should be some elder statesman in the basketball world that should be telling her, hey, baby girl, look, I get it, but you may be trying to do too much here. If you try to take it all on, you're probably not going to ever fix your layup.
History provides compelling examples of athletes who achieved enduring greatness by prioritizing mastery in their primary domain before expanding their focus. Consider LeBron James, often cited as a paradigm of multifaceted success. However, his empire building, his business ventures, and his media company all followed his establishment as a dominant basketball force. His initial unwavering focus on basketball excellence provided the platform and the resources for his subsequent entrepreneurial endeavors. Even then, his media company reportedly faces significant financial challenges, highlighting the inherent difficulties of managing diverse ventures even with vast resources. Similarly, Serena Williams, a tennis icon and fashion entrepreneur, dedicated years to achieving unparalleled dominance on the court before fully pursuing her fashion aspirations. She secured her legacy as arguably the greatest female tennis player of all time first, and then leveraged that platform to launch her fashion brand. These examples underscore a crucial principle: the sequence of focus matters. Mastery in one field often serves as the foundation for success in others, but attempting to conquer multiple domains simultaneously, particularly at the outset of a career, risks diluting effort and hindering the development of true expertise in any single area. The path to lasting success is often paved with prioritization and a strategic focus on foundational mastery. Ultimately, the Kevin Love controversy serves as a potent reminder of the often uncomfortable truths surrounding success and the crucial role of honest feedback. While praise and encouragement are valuable, they are insufficient for sustained growth and achievement, particularly at the elite level. Love's seemingly blunt underbet, stripped of the misdirected outrage, offers a valuable lesson about the importance of focus, prioritization, and the necessity of confronting reality, even when it's uncomfortable. It's a call to recognize that legends are not built on empty accolades or inflated expectations, but on a bedrock of fundamental skills, relentless dedication, and a willingness to embrace constructive criticism. The greatest athletes, the ones who leave lasting legacies, are those who master their primary craft before diversifying, who prioritize focused effort over scattered ambition, and who value honest assessment over uncritical adulation. Instead of dismissing Love's comment as negativity, perhaps fans and aspiring athletes alike should consider the wisdom embedded within it, because at the end of the day, Angel Reese possesses undeniable talent, and with the right guidance, grounded in realism and focused on fundamental development, that talent has the potential to truly flourish. The question now is, will she and others heed the often uncomfortable but ultimately invaluable voice of honest feedback?